Hey y'all, it's your girl Just Free coming at you with another video on your girl Jazz, um, Jazzy Life. It's late and I'm tired, but I really wanted to get some things off my chest. I was on Lipstick Alley and I just want to read a couple of comments and have a little couple of jokes and giggles. I don't have any wine, so I'll drink my Pepsi and we'll we'll hang out for a little bit doing that. And I'm gonna pause for a second and be right back. I just want to know. I wish. I hope. Okay, so one of you guys, one of us reactors, because they kind of. I think she knows my name by now. But if one of the other reactors or fellow, I don't know, anti-Montana's, I don't know, anti-jazz, I don't fucking know what you want to call it. If y'all could ask her in her next live or comment section, um, I know she said she met Chris, I guess, on Facebook, but where did they actually go on their first date? Um, and does he pay for a babysitter while they go out on dates? That's the question I want to ask. Maybe I can get it through. We'll see. Um, so yeah, Jazzy. I seen her last video. She had went out to the club with her girlfriends, and Chris had paid for the babysitter so they could go out and have a good old funky time. And you know, then Chris he went to work. He brought home the paycheck, let Jazzy balance out the checkbook and pay the bills and pay his child support. Oh, look at God. Look at God. They are doing so wonderfully. Jasmine's got the children in their perspective classes for their development. Little Aiden is coming along so well. He's getting his therapy and he's progressing and so on and so forth. Oh, wait a minute. My bad. Shit. That's the wrong damn book I was reading from. Sorry, y'all. Anywho, she wished. If she wished this was her life. I mean, it could be. It's just, she just has to change a few things and have a few standards and expectations. But anyway, I really love Straight Facts for how she put it out today. Shout out to her and her commentary on how when those kids get to school, Jasmine is in for a rude awakening, honey, because she is going to be um overloaded in parent teacher conferences and dragging them to this therapy session and that therapy. And, they are going to be making her held accountable for a lot of shit. So while she thinks she running footloose and fancy free now, she gonna have a lot of making up to do. And you know what I thought about too? I was thinking it's a wonder if Amaya and Kailyn excuse me, not already in special education. I don't even know what that looks like now because typically, I know or so I've heard that in the past they've tried to, um, I guess, do away with special education and separating the children. Because when I was coming up and stuff, you knew by the smaller classes and the shorter bus. That's where they get the short bus from. So I don't know how they're doing it now. My son, I go to his school and it's just not as obvious, you would say. Besides the I don't know if it's because, well, I went to a K through 8 school when I was growing up. Now my son's his schools are split up between elementary grade school, middle school, and then he'll be going to high school. So, I wonder what made them start doing that. Cause the K through 8, I remember I was in second or third grade, and we used to have split classes. We would have half second graders and half third graders. I don't even know what that was all about. But anybody else, anybody want to comment and on that? Uh, if you had that in your school as well, growing up. I mean, I'm 42, so I don't know. I'm an old lady. So, anywho, I'm gonna read some of this Lipstick Alley because I was just like in a trance reading this shit. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute now. Let me see what's going on here. Yeah, so I was reading something on Lipstick Alley that said, somebody said, I stopped seeing it for Kailyn ever since her little disrespectful, no manner ass called that lady a bitch in Costco and told her to run up. Now, mind you, granted, I'm new to the gang, so I'm just like catching up. But this was from January 2nd, 2021. Somebody wrote on Lipstick Alley. I don't know what video this is from. But again, like I said, this may be some old content for y'all, obviously. But I just started watching this train wreck, so you gotta just go along and you know we'll figure it out. So I didn't know anything. I didn't. Okay, so yeah, So whatever the case is, she called a lady a bitch. That's Jasmine. That's Jasmine's fault. That ain't got nothing to do with Kailyn. Kailyn, I mean, Jasmine think apparently she thinks shit like that is funny because I do remember a video where Kailyn was getting a little sassy and Jasmine just thought it was the cutest little thing. Oh, look at my baby. She being sassy. Not, oh, my baby know how to read on let's see, Kailyn, what, 8, whatever. Not my baby know how to read or spell encyclopedia or Mississippi. Bitch, do they know how to spell in Mississippi, Mississippi? That's a quick way to learn words just by singing them. Um, this person says, you sit in the house 24/7 and barely know your kids. How about every Sunday you play a game with Kailyn and Amaya? Stop shoving electronics in their face all day, every day. Yeah, for example, okay, so the older ones, like she could be playing Monopoly with them, you know, any kind of board. Take time to play some board games. Where the fuck is Candyland? And shit. Get Twister, you fat shithead. Play Twister on the thing. Make that one of your, I'm giving you some ideas. So I'm helping. Play Twister. Go get some games whenever Chris allow you to spend some of that money. Go get you some games for these kids. I just and okay. So I just went to, well, a couple weeks ago, I went to BJ's and I found a science kit. And me and my son, we sat down and we did everything step by step, even though I'm a horrible person at science. I don't like science. My son don't like it either. But we made it a thing. We sat down. We did every little assignment that the directions came with or whatever. And you know, and it was a nice little bonding time as opposed to me working or whatever and him playing video games and shit. So, and educational for him and me because shit, I didn't pay attention. I didn't pay attention in a lot of my classes. So shit. Even today, I'm learning more now. Like a lot of people say, I'm learning more now through YouTube. Like I like history now because I mean, I just like history now that I'm not in school. But when I was in school, I hated that shit. But anyway, so I also let's see. Somebody said, "Why does Jazz keep putting makeup on these boils?" She need to figure out how to clear her skin up first. But I think she's been doing that. Oh, excuse me. Let's see. So, instead of the vanity, she got her a desk. And everybody's saying the desk is a joke. It doesn't stand a chance. These kids run through bunk beds, doors, and TVs like Rambo. I've never seen so many. I've never seen. Mostly it's Aiden ass. I never. Well, maybe not just Aiden, but I've never seen kids that's just so rough and rough, like little animals. I don't fucking know. I hate to say, and I hate to say that. Like I don't want to. No, I don't even. Anyway, but that's her fault. That's Jasmine's fault. So it says Aiden was more impressed with his cookie than his toys. If that was the first time they came out of their room that morning, why was she feeding them a cookie before breakfast? No pamper change, wash up, or sitting on the potty. Oh God. I did notice that too. One video recently, she did a day in the life and she showing us step by step how the kids first wake up instead of sending them to the bathroom. You know what I mean? Instead of sending them to the bathroom and taking a piss first thing in the morning like normal people do, she just let them get up and run on. And I'm not saying she got to show us them sitting on the pot. Um, Hell, I don't know. But shit, she done showed them. She done showed enough. So this person says that was one sad ass Christmas video. Ava and Aiden could give a damn about those gifts. Aiden wanted those cookies. Even though Kailyn gift could have been better, she was so appreciative. I love Kailyn. That couch take up too much room, and who really gonna be in the garage? Jazz got a whole apartment paying $1,600 a month sitting on the cold garage floor. She blowing through that stimulus money for Chris, crying broke next week. Um, so someone says, what comes with being a member other than being able to comment on lives? And this person responds, it depends. The content creator, they have various amounts levels. Some even have memberships for $99. Let's see. I don't know. The $199, I don't think you can have access to the members chat. But the $5.99 you do. You have customized emojis. Who gives a fuck about a customized emoji? I don't get that type of stuff. I don't understand it, but okay. If that makes you happy. Um, Early access to videos, I guess. Let me see. So this person is responding to one of her videos. So instead of slowly opening the twins' dirty ass bedroom door, y'all see that shit? She opened it like a horse race gate, and they came. I know this video she's talking about, haul ass and out. Aiden went straight to the kitchen or the table, wherever she had those 300 cookies left out, and grabbed two handfuls. Ava must have seen him with some and wanted some too. How about cleaning those babies, sit them on the potty, brush their teeth, feed them a real breakfast, sit with them as they eat, talk to them about the gifts, then let them open up on a full tummy. She's such a disgrace and doing such a disservice to those twins with her fake ass. I just want to sit here and watch them play. I'm so blessed. Oh, that's what she was saying. I'm so blessed. Girl, shut all the way up. Amaya was extremely happy about her doll. Whole thing. Kailyn was appreciative of her gifts while still parenting Ava and Amaya. Their mama ain't shit. And hold up, that shitty ass, cheap ass desk. Um, you know what I find interesting too? And I'm not saying, it's none of my business about Chris kids or whatever. Somebody made an extra Jazz and Chris parody. I gotta watch this. Um, the thing about Chris and his kids, you know, the kids could be what's the word? When you scratch them out or whatever, that's how you know he don't have shit to do with his kids. Because what would be the harm in having the kids over and blurring out their face, you punk bitch? So stop acting like you have a relationship with your children because you know you don't. And this raggedy bitch Jasmine, know he don't either, but yet still she's willing to bring other kids into the world when he doesn't even take care of the children that he has. Just like some deadbeats. Um, So someone says she always does those slow motion I'm so loving and happy scenes with the kids. I'm so blessed. My kids are so grateful. Please cut the act. Kids don't know any better if that's all they were raised with. Maya was so damn happy over that white doll. Did anybody? Well, why the doll wasn't black? How the hell you don't get a black doll for your black child these days? I mean, I'm not a colorist. I don't give a shit. My kid would have. I mean, my daughter had all kinds of dolls. Mostly black, but still, bitch. Did anyone notice Phyllis' family bought Ava a baby doll just like her? I'm glad compared to that little white doll she bought her and put in the car seat. It's not even about race. Oh, that's what I was just talking about. But her lazy attempt as a mother to find her girls' dolls. I give it 2 weeks before Maya and them twins get into Kaylyn's stuff. Laptop cracked, desk falling apart, the seat written in, and nail polish all over. How the hell would the kids get into the nail polish? What is going on over there? You know what? She needs Super Nanny. I'm calling the Super Nanny show instead of the damn CPS. Call it damn Super Nanny on her ass. Aiden has some kind of food fascination going on. Usually it's because since he can't get attention or taught anything, and he also gets upset because he can't even talk, that he's going to food for comfort. Oh Lord. If you have to listen hard and search for the few sentences Aiden has said, then it's clear oh, yeah, duh, obviously. He's delayed, plain and simple. One of the milestones is that they can say, I was going to do a video, and I still plan on doing a video, now that I think about it, about the milestones of a 3-year-old, because I find it very interesting. And I find her lack of interest very interesting. So, um, I have a 10 months now, June, July. Yeah, she just turned. She should be 1 in July. My little play guy baby, whatever you want to call it. She's 10 months. And, as I was just watching her, I was like, damn, she talked better than Aiden. And I mean, I don't want to go to hell for saying that. But I mean, we was literally having a better conversation than I gotta post this video of my baby. She is so stinking cute. And she just be talking goo caca. And guess what? When I say to her, if I go off in a little bit of a tangent, it's because it's shit. It's 12:37. Anyway, I say, she understands. I say night night, and that means lay down. So she'll look at me and like her little eyebrows squint, like frown up, and then she'll lay her head down on me. And I'll be like night night, and at least she understands shit. And then she's her at this now is the time where like she's learning her wrist hand coordination, and she's picking up the Cheerios and whatnot with her finger as opposed to her. She's in between her whole hand trying to pick up and eat something and just using her fingers. It's getting better now. What else? She stood for a couple of minutes. She stood for like 30 seconds. And she pulls up easily, no problem. She slides down off the couch, no problem. Gets up on the couch. Um, what else she doing? Just so many little milestones and things that you know what I mean? Like, if she hadn't been doing them, I couldn't imagine, like, her mother not being, vigilant and getting her the help that she needed. I mean, hell, like I was saying, my son had a damn hiccup, and I was like, oh, hell no, he's stuttering. Y'all got to do something about this. But that was just, I don't know what that was. But anyway, oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. And, I just want to give a shout out to my mother because at the time it was just me and my little brother who, as I mentioned, he had a stuttering problem and um, somewhat of a learning disability. He was, he had a little struggle. Whatever the case was, they caught it and they were addressing it. My mother, my parents were married, but my dad worked second shift, which which means that he would be asleep mostly during the day. Which left a lot put off on my mom. Not to mention, she had a part-time job, and she was also at the time because um, we had a car at certain points in my life growing up, but at this particular time, we didn't have a car. She was catching the bus on the other side of town to take care of Big Mama. So she was taking care of Big Mama, and then she would come home, be home for the kids, get the dinner ready, take care of her husband. The kid, well, husband be gone at work, but she cooked dinner, make sure his plate is ready at nighttime when he come home. If he wasn't bringing home Lee's barbecue, um, so, and then, she'd make sure we got our homework and stuff done, and so on and so forth, you know. And, um, I don't know. I feel like I'm getting choked up, y'all. Give me a second. But I said that to say because I didn't hear any complaints. I didn't hear, oh my God, my kids getting on my nerves. I have never, and I mean never, heard that from my mother's mouth. Not one time. Okay? Growing up. My mother exercised. She kept her figure for her man, hunty, because they had the little exercise channel where the lady, damn, I want to say her name. I feel like I know her name. Not Jane Fonda as, but little Susie, whatever her name was, they had the slow, medium, and fast. And my mother used to get her butt in front of that TV because they ain't have gyms back like that back in the day where we was, where we was from. Shit, and she'd be in front of that TV hopping and jumping up and down and so on and so forth. You know, keeping her body tight and right. So, um, I said that to say, Jasmine, it ain't no excuse. The only excuse you got is the fact that you ain't got no man to hold you down. and where you can feel a sense of peace that you can take care of your kids because you know that your man is the provider. And see, my father was the provider, so my mother could, do what she needed to do without saying, oh Lord, is this gonna get paid? Oh Jesus, am I gonna be able to feed the kids? What's gonna happen to my babies? I mean, not that you get uh public assistance, so you always gonna be straight as far as that's concerned. And praise God, we live in America. I'm sick of people saying America ain't shit, man. Fuck that shit. Some of us, including myself, if it wasn't for public assistance, shit, you move in some of these other countries, shit, your ass like Africa. I had an African female nursing supervisor. She said, y'all motherfuckers is spoiled as fuck. She said, because we don't have social services. And let me tell you something. She said, whatever they didn't have, shit, they had to work for. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't all this, run to the government or run to the food stamp office and all that, all that shit. So fuck that shit. I don't care what y'all talking about. God bless America. Period. Um, Shit. When I was pregnant or had just had my baby and lived in Florida, those motherfucking Mexicans lined up around the corner, illegal immigrants getting our fucking tax money. Well, at the time I wasn't working, I was a teenager. But I'm just saying, how is it okay for motherfuckers to come over here from other countries that ain't got no fucking pat citizenship just to come over here and eat good off of our fucking taxes? Fuck you. See, y'all got me going off on a tangent here. So anyway, back to the story. Uh, Somebody said, "Damn, this Christmas for the kids was." I might have to go back and watch that video. Not that I want to, but I might. They said, "Damn, the Christmas for the kids was right on trend, depressing as fuck, but at least they got something." Wow. This person says she doesn't get sociology. She doesn't understand when somebody is uncomfortable with the topic and wants her to move on. She's socially awkward and delayed. On top of her just being a messy bitch that knows what she's doing most times, she reads all the shade comments to her man and bestie. Jazz is the type of bitch you have to straight up tell. She doesn't even notice her brother can't stand her. What the hell? Um, It says, we've seen way more effort to please Chris for his birthday with the gift she got him, the fake rose petals on the table and candlelight dinner. Well, who was watching the kids when she was doing all that? If she gave them the melatonin, she relies way too much on others to do well for her kids. And sadly, this could be the root of why their speech is delayed, why they're not always bathed, why she does not see a problem in spending money on a rented couch for her and Chris to create a whole separate living space in a cold garage. Oh, child. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh, um, this person said he didn't get them kids anything, just taking up space. I'm sorry, but you're not gonna sit in my house on Christmas and not at least watch the kids open their presents. Where the hell he go? Also, how long do you think to? Child, what was I gonna say? At 30 years old, I was still living my single life. I just couldn't imagine. But I guess this is fun to her. But at the same time, she complaining about having all these kids. But then, because she know that she can get over on these gullible ass supporters of hers, and she ain't gotta get up into a 9 to 5 like us po people. I was just watching a video where she was talking about she that bitch, and Chris was like, oh, somebody asked. This was the video where somebody was asking about Chris's type, and you know how he said that a Latina was his type and stuff. Oh, excuse me. I was drinking some of my Pepsi. How he said a Latina was his type. Then Jazz jump in so she won't feel stupid talking about well, he with this black bitch now, and cause something about I got all this fat ass. Girl, that ass is shaped like a Rocky Mountain road. You know, I will say one thing about me. Child, she talking about she was that bitch. Bitch, you don't know about the bitch, about being the real fox, okay? I mean, 'cause I used to have that walk. What? And I still got it. I just gotta lose a couple pounds. Don't get it twisted. But not for real. Like when I was in my younger, damn, why I sound like I'm old and decrepit and shit? Like but no, like in my late, early, in my 20s and 30s and shit. Baby, I go out to the bar and be strutting my stuff. And I had a mean old walk, baby. A mean walk in a nice little shape. What? And she want to talk about she a bad bitch? Girl. Well, let's put our pictures side by side. I'm going to go ahead and post me a little collage. Because I don't know how to do all that fancy shit y'all be doing. I'm going to just post me a little collage of pictures. Because, girl, you have no clue. You that bitch, but you got some. Girl, when. Is Chris gonna take you anywhere anytime soon? Are you ever gonna fly on a plane? Is you ever gonna be able to get a babysitter? But you that bitch, right? Okay. Did your man tell you how he shit, I was, you know what? Why the fuck? I'm just sitting here thinking about this other dude I used to mess with that was on the damn CNN for some criminal activity. He was a big osh when he got arrested, and he was in the handcuffs on the TV, and them arms was bulging. I was like, damn. But it was this dude I used to talk to, and it was real brief. Like I had so many, just I mean, not even sex, like just literally exchange numbers, talk a little bit, and then shit. Cause I was just so, I was so Sex in the City. Like the men was just, coming and going, coming and going. I'd be dating and I done hit the damn wall now for real. But what the hell was his name? Started with a T. This motherfucker, my daughter gonna say one day, Ma, do you know this guy? What the fuck was his name? Cause he on CNN. Oh, they called him money bags. And when we didn't even go out on a date. What happened was I was at the bar one night and I got a little tipsy. And he was like, I'm gonna follow you home because I feel like you're a little too wasted. And I was like, oh, okay. So, So he followed me home, make sure I got in the house or everything, no funny business, nah, da, 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 da. So no funny business or nothing. So I was like, oh, okay, kind of cool. So then he took me to the place where he worked. What he did was his business was calling the people, harassing them and threatening about their about their credit. So he introduced me to his workers and stuff. Hey, how you doing? And blah blah blah. Nice to meet you. So, and he drove a was he driving a Hummer? Anyway, so one day he was like, let's go to the movies. And I was like, I can't go because at the time, I'm footloose fancy free. I'd be calling in work left and right. So at this point I didn't have any more call-ins. And I was like, I can't. And he was like, well, how much you make, man? How much you make? I'll just pay you. What the fuck? Like, like, I was like, oh. I was like, I can't go. I still can't go. So, and then shortly after that, it just kind of went by the wayside. What the fuck was his name? He was on CNN. Fucking, they did like a little crime story on CNN. And this was years ago. And so a couple years ago, my daughter called me in the room. She was like, you know this dude, Moneybags? And I was like, yeah, I used to talk to him. And she was like, what? So they did a little story on him. Then I got the killer who killed his fiance, man. That was on the ID channel. What the French toast is going on here? Oh, Lord. Mm, mm, mm. So anyway, I said that's all I have to say. Bitch, you don't know. I got a cousin so bad. That's my baby. She like 10 years younger than me. She just put a little post up on Instagram. And she's so fucking pretty. I mean, but pretty bitches come a dime a dozen. It ain't no big deal. I was just admiring her. I seen she popped on my Instagram. I was like, my cousin is a little baddie, ain't she? But anyway, Jazz, you don't know. You don't. I hate to use the term bad bitch at 42, but trust me, boo boo. You had that one little relationship with the little wannabe pimpster, and now you with now you with hips, girl. Please, you don't even know what it's like to be taken on a motherfucking date, bitch. Um, don't even know what it's like to be taken out on a date. Other than I don't know what you call whatever Philip was doing. I go to y'all little uh old country buffet and shit. You ain't really went nowhere for real, for real. Um, I went out with this guy one time, and I was just listening to what's the guy? Oh shit, the guy that did the crime. He did all this fraud and shit. So one day I went out with this guy. We went out to this nice little restaurant on our in our downtown area. And now that I think about this shit, thinking back, he had a whole bunch of credit cards. Like, what the fuck is you doing with all them credit cards? But shit, I ain't care. He was paying for the damn food. I'm like, shit, he better be. But I just remember, after watching, what's his name? Cox, the white guy that did the fraud. And it was something to do with fraud. And I was just like thinking about the guy that I had went out with that had all them damn different credit cards. And how you be stealing people's identity and shit. I don't know, cause I don't even remember the guy's name. All I know is, I think we only went out on one date. But anyway, I said that to say, Jasmine, you don't want it. You don't really want, you don't want none of this smoke, bitch. Cause I'll post some pictures for your ass. You don't want this smoke. Trust and believe. So anyway, on that note, I just wanted to talk shit. For real, for real. I just wanted to talk shit. I'm about to I might make another video because I just couldn't sleep last night. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, like, share, subscribe. Please, hit a like just so I can see. I mean, I know y'all watching, some of y'all. Oh, and especially the haters. Show me them thumbs downs. Come on now, y'all gotta do better with this shit. And all y'all that like my content, please just press the like button when you come through. I see Jasmine been giving me these views. You know what I mean? Um, Sansaray, she thinks she the shit. She think she's somebody that she ain't. But Jasmine be getting me all the views. Jasmine, you're a winner in my mind because I use Sansaray name and that bitch don't get me nearly as many as you get. So anyway, um, like, share, subscribe. I don't really care if you share. Just subscribe. Be my friend. I want to be friends. But anyway, I'm gonna make that collage because I don't appreciate Jasmine talking that shit. Cause bitch, I could show you some things. When I was your age, I was popping, your girl. So anyway, on that note, y'all, getting a little silly. And all right, I'm gonna find me a what you call it, a thumbnail. Yeah, I know how I am with these thumbnails. All right, peace.